Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. In this video, I am going to explain state supported and sponsored attacks on Christians in Manipur. Content for this video I given in the description, you can go through and study. While India is majority Hindu, many of the northeast seven sister states have majority minority populations. It's estimated that Nagaland is 88% Christians, Mizoram 87% Christians, and Meghalaya 75% Christians, while Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh have a plurality of faiths. Notably, showing the cross-border ethnic ties in the region, the Kuki are related to Myanmar's Chin community. Chin state, just across the mountainous border from Manipur, is 85% Christian. The entanglement of religion and ethnicity with land and power triggered mass violence against Christians in May 2023. Riots broke out on May 3 when the state high court proposed granting the Meitei community scheduled tribe status. The indigenous Kuki people, already deemed a scheduled tribe, feared this would lead to the confiscation of their lands. They expressed their opposition through a peaceful protest, and some Meitei groups responded violently against the protesters, which quickly took on religious overtones. The conflagration targeted churches, Christian homes, and businesses across the state. The rise in Meitei nationalism coincided with the BJP assuming power in the state in 2017. There are stark similarities between the militias tactics and Hindutva outfits that are blamed for Ram Navami procession violence in several parts of the country. Attacks on the Kuki community and churches follow the blueprint of violence against minorities elsewhere in India. The Meiteis mostly identify as Hindus, while majority of the hill tribes are Christian. The action against churches may have been perceived as action against Nagas and Kukis. In the name of a conflict between communities, there were planned intentional efforts to destroy Christians in Manipur. Christians have been targeted systematically and colossal damage has been done to churches and centers. The damage to Catholic churches and other institutions is estimated at more than Rs 20 crore. The government has not offered any assurance over compensation for the losses. Catholics have been roughed up for their Christian identity by rampant mobs. The attacks smoke of fanatic elements eager to make Christianity extinct under the pretext of preservation of culture. Hidden agendas and ideologies contrary to the constitutional and democratic values often infiltrate into the region, jeopardizing peaceful coexistence and religious harmony of the state and the region. In April 2023, the Manipur government demolished 3 churches in Imphal East district on the charges that they were constructed without the approval of the authorities. On 17th June 2023, the Archbishop of Imphal stated that 249 churches have been burnt in Manipur. 73 churches, administration building, quarter were burnt, and 141 villages destroyed. According to data released by Manipur police as on September 15, 2023, 175 people have been killed and 1,118 people were injured and 33 people were missing and 60,000 people have been displaced. 96 bodies remained unclaimed. 5,172 cases of arson including destruction of 4,786 houses and 386 religious places, out of which there were 254 churches were reported since May. Kukis committed violence in self-defense, whereas the Meiteis are always aggressive to others in the past as of now. What is happening in Manipur is genocide. The civil and police administration has become divided along community lines. Kukis blame the BJP government's politics of hate for the communal strife. There are visuals of the Meitei militias entering police stations and police training centers and capturing armories while cops watch on. Kukis had meanwhile been disarmed in a planned manner months before these attacks. Kukis are primarily a hunting community and many retain licensed arms. These were confiscated by the administration, illustrating that the attacks were premeditated and Kukis were left vulnerable. It has also been reported that houses belongs to the tribal people in state capital Imphal had been marked with a strange red spray painted well before the violent attacks started on the night of May 3, 2023. So this incident clearly suggests that the violent attacks on tribal people were pre-planned. Organizations on lines of RSS Bajrang Dal have been formed in Manipur as Arambai Tenkol and Meitei Lipun. They were in black clothes and moved around in a group of hundreds on bikes with guns. They entered police stations and police training centers and looted the armory. They burned churches, looted villagers and created havoc like anything. Both Arambai Tenkol and Meitei Lipun have publicly taken a position that Meitei people were facing threat of religious conversions to Christianity, as a result of which they claim to be working to restore the culture of Meiteis. Arambai Tenkol group first shot to the house of the Meitei Christian pastor by the name Takkalamblam Ramananda for having allegedly insulted the indigenous Sanamagism faith. Their motive was to bring Meiteis back to the fold of Sanamagism. They think most of the Meiteis are converting to Christianity, just want to bring people back. Insecurity about Christianity appeared to be common concern for both the Arambai Tenkol and the Meitei Lipun. Both of these ethnic chauvinist outfits, which describe themselves as cultural organizations, have close links to the BJP state government, including Manipur's Chief Minister Biren Singh. They are modelled after the BJP's parent organization, the fascist Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh RSS. Ultra-nationalist right-wing organizations such as the Hindu Sangadhan, Hindu Vadi Sangadhan, Hindu Jagran Manch, members of RSS, Bajrang Dal, VHPs have been involved in the churches and Kuki attacks. In this uncontrolled violence that took place in Manipur, it was a systematic attack on the churches. If the violence remains unabated after 3 months, it is because both the BJP state government and India's national BJP government, led by the Hindu supremacist Prime Minister Narendra Modi, are complicit and view it as in their political interest to allow the attack on the largely Christian minority Kukis to continue. An ethnic divide seems to have paralyzed the Manipur police during the clashes, with the constabulary packing their own communities. A large section of the police force acted completely against all professional ethics. There is a strong allegation that Manipur state policemen escorted Meitei mobs to burn down Kuki houses in Imphal and the adjoining areas, thus raising the question, is the police force for one section of the society? In Imphal these days, one often comes across the word Meitei typed on paper in English and Bengali script pasted on the gates of houses that flank Kuki dominated colonies to keep potential attacker away. Manipur Chief Minister, in a rare moment of honesty, stated in a TV interview that there are hundreds of similar incidents that have happened in the last 70 days, that is internet shutdown days, and that this is the reason why the internet is banned. But the availability of images relating to the May 4 abuse incident is the sole reason for any level of accountability to have been attached to the Manipur government. It is unfortunate the Chief Minister of Manipur says that there are several such incidents happening. How many should we act on? The way the daughters and sisters of India have been paraded naked on the streets and the manner in which they were groped and raped. After all this, such a statement from the Chief Minister is astonishing. It is clear that the inability of effectively share and receive information from behind the iron curtain of Manipur is what allows the Manipur state authorities to evade accountability for the ongoing violence. So the internet has been cut off in Manipur for more than 2 months for the security of the government. The 70 days and counting of internet shutdown have not improved the law and order situation in Manipur. They have instead resulted in hundreds of cases being swept under the carpet. In the specific May 4th incident, police complicity is allegedly by the victims and no arrests were made until a video went viral. The Evangelical Fellowship of India has pointed out to the court that the government itself has disclosed that political groups linked to the ruling party have been involved in communal crimes. The government response in the Supreme Court is to deny any persecution against Christians and to allege the petition by the Evangelical Fellowship of India relies on baseless and unverified reports. Neither Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh nor Union Home Minister Amit Shah had said a word condemning the burning down of churches. The massive demolition of Christian churches in Manipur was supported by the state and central authorities. Modi's first comment on the violence in Manipur came last week of July 2023, over 2 months after the trouble started in early May. Even the Modi he spoke as the leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party, not as like India's Prime Minister. However, when Modi spoke about the video, he did not address the collapse of law and order in the state or the ongoing overall violence. India's Home Minister Amit Shah visited Manipur at the end of May 2023, but he failed to bring about a ceasefire between the groups or bring the two parties together for negotiation. The peace committee set up by the Shah has been shunned by Kuki groups who allege it is dominated by the Meitei figures, including the BJP Chief Minister. I am not described violence against Muslims, Christians as riot in India, but this is pogrom. Some violence continue for months requires meticulous organization and notably approved from or inaction of the state administration, which is happening now in Manipur now. Bible talks about persecution of Christians in India. In 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 4, He humbled us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others. When they are troubled, we will be able to give them the same comfort God has given us. Also in 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6, God is just. He will pay back trouble to those who trouble you. That is BJP. Amen.